want you to take us through your illustrations, because I'll tell you, Paul, one of the things that was important to me here is, how do I get my own kids to read this? How do I make it easier to read, more exciting to read? In the age of Marvel movies and Netflix, how do we say, stop for a second and read a book? And read it. It's not the cramped first edition version, which 99% of the books are. And it's got some beautiful illustrations. I would like you to take me and our viewers through some of your illustrations. Talk a little bit about the illustration, what it meant in the book, and what you were trying to do through the image. So take it away. You've got you've got 30 of these in the book, plus your favorite few.
All right. Well, first I'll give it like kind of an overview. So here's the book, and Winston Smith is on the cover, and then we've got the half title, it's called, which is like the first just facing page, and then we've got the main titles, which is like a spread, kind of dramatic movie style, and then we have Ezra's foreword, and then the book begins. And again, as you said, I believe earlier, we haven't changed anything in the book. We haven't taken anything out. It's not a like Reader's Digest version of the book, and it's also not a graphic novel. So we haven't kind of done anything to it except add these illustrations. So here, for example, you see Winston Smith in his very shabby kind of apartment. He's on a lunch break in the beginning of the book, and it's ironically named Victory Mansions where he lives, but there doesn't seem to be much of a victory. So. And I'll show you a few more. This is him writing in his corner. In the story, he begins, this is without giving too much away, but he begins writing a private diary, which is completely forbidden in the world of 1984. So this is like his first act of rebellion. It's a great act of courage. And he has kind of a nook in the corner of his apartment where the telescreen, which is a device that's constantly watching him, cannot see him. So here he is starting to write. So that's probably one of my favorites. And I'll kind of maybe flip here. This is the illustration showing the 2-minute hate, which is as it said, it's 2 minutes where the workers in all the buildings are rallied to kind of have a mass orgy of hatred at the screen. And
they show some political enemies.
Yes, exactly.
Well, how is that any different than politicians demonizing the unvaccinated? We were supposed to rage 2 minutes of hate. You're not supposed to hate the government. You're not supposed to hate your life. We will tell you who to hate. Are you ready? Go. 2 minutes. Hate them. Shout, shout, shout. Get it out. Yeah. Get it out of your system. Hate them. Okay, now be docile with me. Like 2 minutes of hate it's strange. And when it's called that, it's crazy. Right. But how is that different from the enemy of the day? Whatever the political class says is the enemy of the day. Don't hate other than our official enemy. That was an excerpt from the Ezra Levant Show. I'm Ezra Levant. Every weekday, I do a monologue about the topic of the day. Then I interview a fascinating guest, either in studio or via Skype. And then I read your mail, whether it's fan mail or hate mail, which is sometimes even more interesting. This is on our premium service, though, called Rebel News Plus. Go to rebelnewsplus.com. It's $8 a month or less if you buy a whole year in advance. You get my show every weeknight, plus Sheila Gunn Reid's show every week. It's called The Gun Show. It's pretty amazing. You know, we rely on you because we do not take a dime from the government. In Canada, that makes us almost unique. So please help us out and help yourself to some great journalism at rebelnewsplus.com.